Fumio Kishida arrived in New Delhi for his first visit to India as Japanese Prime Minister. He held talks with Narendra Modi. The leaders finalized agreements on cybersecurity and sustainable development, with Japan announcing $42 billion worth of investments in India. And while they spoke of their shared democratic values, only the Japanese leader mentioned the Russian invasion of Ukraine.
The Russian invasion of Ukraine is a grave incident shaking the very essence of the international order. We must respond in a firm and resolute manner. I conveyed such thoughts again to Prime Minister Modi.
Prime Minister Modi focused instead on the Asia-Pacific, alluding to India and Japan's shared concerns about China's growing influence in the region. India has abstained from voting on resolutions condemning Russia at the United Nations. Moscow is India's largest arms supplier and increasingly oil. India's oil imports from Russia so far this month are 4 times the amount compared to March last year. Indian media are reporting the biggest oil company here has finalized a deal to buy 3 million barrels of oil from Russia at a discounted rate. As the US and other countries impose sanctions on Moscow, Russia has been offering oil and other commodities to India and other importers at low prices. The US said India would not be violating US sanctions by purchasing Russian oil, but added that such a move would put India on what it called the wrong side of history.
What we would project or convey to any leader around the world is that the rest of the world is watching where you're going to stand as it relates to this conflict, whether it's support for Russia in any form as they are illegally invading Ukraine.
But political analysts say Japan is less likely to be critical of India's stance.
In statecraft, it's about what hurts you most. I think China does hurt India. Russia does not hurt India. Russia actually stands by India. So I think at the end of the day, it boils down to national interest. And I think these countries do understand. Japan, most importantly, if not maybe less the other countries, but definitely I think Tokyo is in full appreciation of India's plight in this particular case.
Unlike statements from the US and UK focusing on India's stand on Russia, the Japanese Prime Minister said the two countries will keep trying to end the war and keep providing support to Ukraine and its neighbouring countries. Elizabeth Puranam, Al Jazeera, New Delhi.